and that sort of thing. And those suckers love mailing us a ton of, like, 8-ounce cans of tomato paste.
And it's funny, because usually they are able to find ways to send you stuff that isn't in a can, because cans are expensive to ship. But tomato paste, they still send you cans. So
yeah, and
we end up with lots of leftover tomato paste.
They're always like, use a teaspoon of tomato paste.
Mm-hmm. What you do with the rest of the can is your business, fool. Alright, I'm opening up a bottle of wine here. The tubes are expensive. You can just buy a can and throw out half and still have spent less money. See, I don't like wasting food either, you know? If I buy a can or have a can in my possession, I want to try and do the best I can to use up as much of that can as possible. So that's why I try to freeze those leftover.
Open it on the cutting board. My boy is using the waiter's corkscrew.
Yeah, I never used to like these guys because my parents always used the
one with the wings?
You know the one with the wings that you push down either side? I don't know how much y'all open bottles of wine, but my parents always used that, so I never had experience with these waiter corkscrews. But when you know how to use them, they work really well. You know, you just screw in the corkscrew like that, and you use this guy to hook onto the... You first use the lower end to hook onto the edge of the bottle and get the cork going, get it pulled up, and then use the higher one to let it go the rest of the way. And out it comes.
Yeah.
Wine is open. Really quick and convenient when you get the hang of it. Can you use the can?
Yeah, definitely beat some pants off these boys.
That's it, yeah, that's the one my parents would always use. Nothing against it, I suppose, but it is a slower mechanism compared to the waiter's corkscrew, if you know how to use the waiter's corkscrew. Just gonna stir the tomato paste into all this impossible meat and veggies. Even though it's frozen, it defrosts pretty quickly once you get it into a hot pan.
Yeah, have we used the egg white version of that ice cube tray much?
I've used it once, maybe twice. I don't know if I've actually used it on stream, but yeah.
Just trying to picture
You
this.
don't use egg whites as often as tomato paste, though, so we're going through that much slower.
We had a morning where we had tortillas and bacon left over, and hash browns even, I think. And it was like, oh man, we could make breakfast tacos if we had eggs right now. But we were out of eggs. But I'm curious if you could just immediately try defrosting, like,
you could
4 of the egg white ice cubes for the weirdest, healthiest.
Since they're just 1 ounce each, they defrost pretty quickly. Alright, so the original recipe is 1 cup of wine, so we're going to do half a cup of wine.
Oh.
Maybe a generous half cup of wine.
Oh, that leaves a lot of wine, Andrew.
It does. We'll practically have the whole bottle to consume.
Uh-oh. Sounds like a recipe for danger, Mr. Cooks.
Yep. It's okay. It's not like we just opened a bottle of wine or anything.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Do we have some Prosecco left?
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh, we do. Thank you for the host, Alex. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for waiting until after the egg disaster to do the host. Alright, so we're going to let this wine cook off a little bit, just get some of that